Vulnerability assessment concepts. At its core, vulnerability assessment is like a thorough health check for your digital systems. We're actively looking for weaknesses, much like a doctor scans for potential problems before they escalate into serious illnesses. The goal is to proactively identify security flaws before they can be exploited by malicious actors. One key concept is understanding what constitutes a vulnerability. It's any flaw or weakness in a system's design, implementation, or operation and management that could be exploited to violate the system's security policy. Think of it as an open window in a house, a potential entry point that needs to be secured. Another crucial aspect is the assessment process itself. This typically involves defining the scope, identifying assets, conducting scans and analyses, and then prioritizing the discovered vulnerabilities. It's a systematic approach to uncover and document these weaknesses. Finally, we consider the impact. Not all vulnerabilities are created equal. Some might lead to minor information disclosure, while others could grant complete control over a system. Assessing the potential impact helps us prioritize our remediation efforts effectively. These concepts form the foundation for understanding how we protect our digital assets. Vulnerability classification and assessment types. Understanding vulnerabilities isn't just about finding them. It's also about classifying them, much like organizing a library by genre and author. This allows us to group similar issues and tailor our remediation strategies. Alongside this, we have different types of assessments, each serving a specific purpose in our security efforts. Vulnerabilities can be classified in various ways, such as by their impact, for example, denial of service, information disclosure, or privilege escalation. We can also classify them by the affected component, like network devices, operating systems, or applications. This systematic tagging helps us manage and address issues efficiently. When it comes to assessment types, we commonly encounter network-based, host-based, and application-based assessments. Network-based assessments scan for vulnerabilities in network devices and services, looking for open ports or misconfigurations. Host-based assessments delve deeper into individual systems, analyzing their configurations, patch levels, and software vulnerabilities. This is like inspecting each room in the house for weaknesses. Finally, application-based assessments focus on the security of web and mobile applications, identifying common flaws like SQL injection or cross-site scripting. Each type of assessment provides a unique perspective and uncovers different kinds of vulnerabilities. These classifications and assessment types are essential for a comprehensive and organized approach to cybersecurity. Vulnerability assessment tools. To effectively find weaknesses in our systems, we rely on specialized tools, much like a mechanic uses specific diagnostic equipment to check a car. These tools automate the process of scanning for known vulnerabilities, making the assessment process more efficient and thorough than manual inspection alone. These tools vary widely, from simple port scanners to sophisticated vulnerability management platforms. Some focus on network infrastructure, probing for open ports and vulnerable services. Others specialize in web application security, mimicking attacker behavior to find common web flaws. The strength of these tools lies in their databases of known vulnerabilities and their ability to rapidly scan a large number of systems. They can identify missing patches, misconfigurations, and software flaws, often providing detailed information about the vulnerability and potential remedies. Using the right tool for the job is crucial. Different tools excel at different types of assessments, and combining them often provides a more comprehensive view of an organization's security posture. Now, practically, let's explore how a common vulnerability assessment tool, Nessus, helps us identify vulnerabilities on a target host. We'll use Nessus and initiate a basic network scan against a target IP address, such as 192.168.1.100. This instructs Nessus to perform a standard scan to discover vulnerabilities. The result we see is a summary report, indicating the number of critical, high, medium, and low vulnerabilities found on the host, along with its open ports. This step is vital for both attackers and defenders. For attackers, it highlights potential entry points. For defenders, it provides actionable intelligence to prioritize and remediate weaknesses, significantly strengthening their security posture. Vulnerability assessment reports. Once vulnerabilities are identified, The next crucial step is to effectively communicate these findings through comprehensive reports. Think of it like a detailed medical report after a health checkup, outlining what was found, its severity, and recommended treatments. These reports transform raw scan data into actionable intelligence. A good vulnerability assessment report typically includes several key sections. It starts with an executive summary, providing a high-level overview for management, highlighting the overall risk posture and the most critical findings without getting bogged down in technical details. Following this, we have detailed findings, where each identified vulnerability is described in detail. This section includes information such as the vulnerability name, its severity, a description of the flaw, the affected assets, and clear, step-by-step remediation recommendations. The report also often includes a risk rating, typically based on a common vulnerability scoring system like CVSS, to help prioritize remediation efforts. Additionally, it may contain an asset inventory and scope definition to provide context for the assessment. Finally, an important part of the report is the recommendations section, which outlines specific actions to mitigate the identified risks. This transforms the assessment from just identifying problems to providing solutions. These reports are essential for driving informed decision-making and ensuring that security weaknesses are properly addressed.